Hello everybody, this is Hyaw, back at it with Germany turn 7, moving things around, moving things over, that is. Let's see what damage we can do, and we're on to stage 3 in tech, so I'll be rolling for mechs, radar, long-range aircraft, and advanced submarine. A lot of stage 2 techs, but I can only finish 4 of them right now. Only try to at least, so let's see what we do. Okay, everything but subs. Range is huge, radar is always good. And max, hey. Almost all of them. Pretty good. I'll take what we can get. Alright, we got an interesting buy for Germany. I'll be purchasing, DAC for 5. That's the cost of the self-propelled here. And I've already pulled off units from the board. I pulled off a medium armor from Paris, a self-propelled from, I believe he was in Bohemia, an artillery from Warsaw, and then 2 blue divisions, one I think also in Warsaw, and then one in Berlin. Maybe Donaslavsky, but up in here somewhere. The 2 infantry, and so that's a total of 5 guys, so cost of 5. I'm also beginning getting another medium armor, free blue, a militia, a couple dudes, some transports, don't worry about it. Let's see here, purchases, combat. So I need to ask Dan what he wants to do about this, but I'm going to take a French infantry, take the true French infantry here and send him over. Do I need? Oh, that's what I was doing. And the submarine. I'll send him over. The submarine will enter the zone. French infantry is going to invade into amphibious assault into southern Algeria. I need to see if MadManDan, the UK, wants to fight back, and if his medium bomber wants to engage my transport and sub. Right back. Alright, I've asked Dan what he wants to do with that. In the meantime, I'm going to continue with other moves. So if he wants to, I'll finish up this submarine's movement when I'm done with this. And same with the transport and infantry. See here. Seaplane to A13. Yeah, that's up here. I'll take a shot at this guy, see if I can sink your damn submarine over there. Where am I at? Airborne. Here, so I'll have my air transport pick him up and drop him off in northern England. There's no scramble because this is not an amphibious assault, and there are no defending units. So that's a walk-on. We call that free. My air transport's going to land in Paris. I'll take my Strat bomber, and I'm going to bomb the southern England shipyard down here. I'm also going to take my medium bomber and bomb the southern England dockyard over there. And I think I will escort each of these with one fighter. Let me ask Dan what he wants to do about that. Alright, I've sent Dan some screenshots here of what I'm doing and asked him what he wants to do on either of those, so we'll see what he says. In the meantime, medium bomber, that thing subs. I've got 3 subs. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll go and raid there. Maybe I'll just have them raid 828. So I'll make my subs look like this. Fine. Raiding right on these lines. Go ahead and shoot me. Go for it. Dare you. I'll do those ratings now. Let me make sure I actually have all my combats. I think so. Yeah, I feel good. Yeah, should be good. Let's do it. Let's roll some dice. I need some dice here. Okay, so 2 down here in 828. no escort, so it's just going to be my rolls versus his, and I've got +2 for being subs. And as always, I'm black. Okay, so no damage, either of them. That's awesome. And we'll go up here and see what we can do. Okay, now there's something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 versus 3, so, you know, 4 damage. Nearly maxed that one out. Still pretty weak convoy damage, but you do. Keep knocking them down. Knocking them down. What else? Oh, over here. I'm shooting at the seaplane. Or, sorry, at the sub. Sub wants to shoot me at. Beautiful red die. Three. Ooh, couldn't be worse. Okay, so that's a no to that. He'll land back in Western Germany. All right. In the meantime, I'm going to move on to non-combats while Dan decides. So these guys will finish moving and doing their stuff when he responds. And if we get to the end of the turn and, you know, things haven't happened, I'll at least declare what they're doing now. Unless something vastly changes, which I'd be surprised, based on the... No, in fact, shouldn't. Should not change. I may use these guys in non-combat, but that's about it. And that should be all I would do anyway, so ignore that. So there's no other combat moves stemming from the results of this beyond what these guys are going to do. So the transport going to use assault. If I don't get declared war on, submarine will go and we'll move probably to A46. Maybe actually, yeah, A46 sounds good down here. Maybe A35, we'll see. So moving westwards and then go to non-coms. I'm going to rail 3 or 4 guys. Let's grab our mechanized here, armor here, and let's put them in Italy. Put the mechanized into Rome, and let's put these guys into northern Italy. Let's put one of them in Rome as well. Okay. Oh, I think might have got a response from Dan. Okay, Dan reminded me that UK could not declare war anyway. So I'm going to put this light cruiser in there and the fighter there as well to attack this bomber. And then he replied, let's see what else he said. He's saying, okay, for now, let's finish this up then while we're going. So since I have a fighter present, rather technically, sub's the only unit that can move through those or stop. Yep, that's true. Actually, I don't think that's true when I'm moving through on map. I'm going to keep the light cruiser moving. Unless he participates in combat. Let me read this. What's it say? May decline to engage in combat with ships if the opponent has no aircraft with attack bodies present. Since I don't have aircraft with attack bodies present, you may not decline. You are fighting me. One round of combat between the aircraft on map and all of my units. So this is not an attack by the light cruiser or the sub or anything. They just happen to be moving through. We're just walking here. So I've got a light cruiser, so a 5 and a 6. 6, and let's have the purple be a 5. Sub can't hit air units. Pretty sure, right? Oh, there's no way a sub can hit air units. Subs may never cause a hit to aircraft. Awesome. And then he's got a 5 himself. I'll just use this pink die. So how much combat? 1 round? One round of combat occurs. Cool. What happens if I attack on map? For example, with this fighter. Alright, well, we're currently discussing the logistics of how this works in the Discord currently. So I'm just gonna start moving some other stuff. So let's take this artillery to Western Poland. We'll take our cavalry from here and there to Austria. Let's take our fleet minus the transport and the coastal defense ship. That'll go to 822, so we'll go 1, 2, 3. Gonna just sit in 822 in the water. And let's see, this coastal defense ship's gonna move here and go in port. So in a different port here, so I'll put it right there. This transport's also gonna go in port. Germany. What else? Put in Königsberg. Not that it really makes a difference. Why not? But East Germany is fine. It really doesn't matter. Fleet, transport, import there. Coastal sub. This guy. It's gonna move 1, and then boosted by the sub base 2 to A3. Yeah, and Dan's talking to me. It might be easiest to resolve the rest of the turn, and that's what I'm doing right now. So let me ask him what he wants to do for that fighter. Okay, and unsurprisingly, he elected to not shoot at these bombers, so let's do some damage. 2d6 on the shipyard here. I use the black German die. There we go. Six damage. I don't even know what the max is. Max damage for major shipyards. Major shipyards. Max damage is 5. Max damaged. All right, and then 1d6 up here on the minor shipyard covered by the sea. 1 damage, huge. Like you can't really see that. Let me try this. There we go. That's a bit more descriptive. Okay. That should be everything that I know of. So this medium bomber is going to land in Normandy. These fighters that went 1, 2, 3 are gonna go 4, 5 and land in Normandy. The strategic bomber that went 1, 2, 3 4.56 is gonna land in Paris. And I think I'm done. Oh, one more raid that was already on the thing. And I won't even keep them there, it doesn't matter. Okay. Sorry about that, I was trying to mute so you didn't hear a bunch of sounds, so I didn't even see what the dice were. I tried to mute it because otherwise you from my keyboard. But 2 damage. It annoys me when people roll dice and then, you know, it hits and they keep rolling, so I'm sorry about that. Anything else I need to know? I think so. They're moved. These guys are gonna move. Yeah, a whole bunch of movements actually. 4 non-coms, they've moved. Let's take this 2 fighters and tactical bomber and throw them over here in Romania. Yeah, let's keep these guys here. That's fine. They move, so what? And then I think I'm done. Let's align. Oh, I need to do this. Oh, we're waiting for an answer still. So let's align Hungary. Okay, Hungary's aligned. That happens at the place unit, so I'll start placing, and then we'll hopefully have an answer for Vichy here soon. Once we know what the implications are, that might even change what I'm doing. I doubt it, but you never know. Okay. Start placing. So DAC. DAC will be there, and let's clear off that and get our token. There's nothing to interdict here, so he'll go straight into Tobruk. And the oh, you know what I forgot? Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. Let's take out this militia and add 2 upgrades to motorized. Sorry about that. That's a total big oopsie, but thankfully these guys were not even in the game, so it didn't matter. And I didn't place that militia. I'm pretty sure it's 1 a pop, right? It can be upgraded for 1 a pop. Let's find out. Infantry can be upgraded, motorized for 1 IPP. Cool, cool. So let's do that instead of the militia. Sorry about that. I'll even grab these DAC units. DAC motorized, DAC artillery, and medium armor and self-propelled. There we go. Now that we know that they're that, so that we don't face desert terrain. Sorry about that, y'all. And let's start placing. Clear my bank. U-boat over here in port. 2 transports in port as well. My tank in Western Germany, in addition to 2 Marines. Oh, what? That was a weird lag. 2 Marines. 3 guys in there. An airborne into Paris. And, ooh, I oopsied on this one. Let me, instead of moving something into Paris, let me move it elsewhere. That's better. That's better. So put an airborne there, airborne in with the strategic bomber, which went from Western Germany 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to Bavaria. That would work. We might trade. Yeah, I'm gonna swap these. So air transport, Bavaria, Comintern, Paris. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's built what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dudes in Western Germany, and infantry, blue infantry into Berlin. Let's make sure I did this right. I think so. Be good. Be great even. Okay, that should do it other than this stuff right here. So what we'll do is we'll roll it under the assumption that I have, which is that since I'm not declaring a combat into this, I'm just combat moving through it. That it's 1 round of combat and that's it. So let's roll. Got a 6, 5, and that's it. If the destroyer does get to partake, we will have to resolve that. But I really hope that they don't, and if they do get to partake, then well, see, I'd be changing what I do if that's the case. Anyway, let's fight in case that isn't the case. So since it's not during the combat phase, these guys, I'm assuming, don't get to fight. Like scrambling to their own battle that they're choosing to have. So let's do it. 6, 5, 5. Okay, cool. Again, my green's my 6. Okay, trading blows, so I'll take submarine. And leave my light cruiser alive. Okay, and then going to take Algeria. I think I might have loaded up this with another guy. Drop him into Tunisia as well. I'll take both of these for Vichy. Sorry about the freaking mulligans, guys. I'm a little scrambled from work this week's been hectic as hell. So let's see. This land back in there, and he was just driving around, no big deal. He invaded. No, I think I would just put both in here. Yeah. Take both in there, and then I can put my transport into port. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And I need to see what happens for these guys. Let's see what happens. Pretty sure it's in war and peace with their national relations. Here we go. Internal French. Vichy attacks containing units not from Free France. That's what happened. The non-French units did not participate. Succeeds in conquering. The non-French units are moved to the nearest friendly possessed land zone, regardless of distance. What about friendly possessed land zone? So this transport would have to move to the nearest friendly possessed land zone, which would be this nasty import over there, because that's the land zone. And it's the nearest one. Roll for ships captured? Doubt it. Regardless of, they just would teleport, huh? Okay. So these two guys would go to either Sardinia. Oh, that puts him up there. I guess it doesn't really matter. He gets to make the decision on that. Oh wait, no, nearest possessed would be these ones. So these units we get to choose. He gets to choose, I assume, since they're all nearest. Who chooses? Another one we could ask. Non-French are moved. Who decides who they moves? I don't know. Hey, this is no longer capital. I'll put it on his build chart. This is Vichy. Yep, that's Vichy, and then we roll for this ship, whether it's captured. Nine. I don't remember. Scuttled. Dang. Right on it. Okay, so let's go put this on the build chart and leave this to him as an exercise and stuff. And that'll do it. I think actually I would trade instead of the Vichy cruiser. I'm so sorry. Taking Vichy sub alive instead. Means he wouldn't have made it that far. We've gone 1, 2, 3. And that is what I talked about anyway earlier. I need to send this. Sorry, it's all the freaking not knowing what happens here that's getting me. We'll work it out in housekeeping. For watching everybody, we'll work out where these go in keeping. On over for tactical for Commonwealth to 7.